Hey, good morning. Actually, it's almost late afternoon. Was it 9:47 in Texas right now? Which means it's 10:47 here in Florida. So, I'm on my 34-hour restart. As you can see, I've had a haircut. Check it out. Yeah, look at that. Sexy, I know. Anyway. I had a haircut and trimmed up my beard real nice. Like, it looks really good. I think it looks good. Anyway, man, the guy really knew what he was doing. That lady in Amarillo that I had do my hair like a month ago just looked like she chewed it off. And so if you go back and look at a couple of videos, like I turned my head sideways like this, and it's like bald spots on the side. And now it's just like, it's really neat and tight. So, which is what I wanted. I still wear a hat because I'm a hat wearing guy. But, so we're gonna go to drop the trailer off here at the place where I said I was going to be able to drop the trailer off. And then from there, I'm going to go to the Tallahassee Car Museum. I was thinking about not going and just going straight down to the beach, but the Pilot Flying J here will let you drop a trailer as well, as long as it's not in a reserved spot. So I'm going to go drop my trailer off at the Peterbilt place, see how late I can leave it. I told him I was going to pick it up by 4, but it's probably not going to happen now. See how late I can leave it, and then bring it back and drop it off here. And then I'll go from here to, like, do laundry somewhere, because I really don't want to do it here at the truck stop. I'd like to do it in a much closer place, but, you know, you do what you got to do. So if I got to do it here, I'll do it here. But anyway, let's get rolling. Tallahassee Car Museum, and I immediately got a hot exhaust warning, which has been happening a lot. So I'm trying to think. So I'm gonna sit here and let it cool off for a minute, and then I'm gonna go inside and look around. There's a little bit of glare. I was here a few years ago, Tallahassee Car Museum. So we're gonna go in, look around, and maybe I'll take some video or pictures or whatever, who knows. Up front, my favorite car. This is a 1931 Duesenberg Model J, dual cowl Phaeton. So, that means it has 2 windshields. These cars were the top of the line back in the 1920s and 30s. This is my other favorite Packard, 33 Packard Formal sedan. This was like a limousine. '59 Cadillac with the iconic tail fins. Like 3 Cadillacs right here. It's a 53 Series 62, and that is an Eldorado. This is supposedly the funeral hearse that carried Lincoln's body. Look at all these cars. This is my favorite era right here. Is it Case touring car? I didn't know Case made cars. Another Packard. That third headlight, that's weird. I've never seen that before. So this is about the era right here that Ford introduced its V8s. Matter of fact, this Phaeton probably has a V8 in it. Included an 80-mile-per-hour speedometer, were grouped in a handsome engine-turned oval housing. So this one doesn't. This one has a V8, yeah. See? And then if we go back, this one is too early for V8. This would have been a 4-cylinder. This is 1930. 1909 DeWitt. And you have a, what is this? That's a Babcock Electric. That's an electric car. Then Model Ts, of course. 1948 Tucker. 51 of these, I think, were made. And there's a couple of replicas out there. They're really pretty cool. This is a 1948 Lincoln Continental. So, these were still based off the late 30s styling. And they had a Ford V12. I bet you didn't know that Ford made V12s. This is my favorite model of Mustang. It's 71. I just like the way this looks a lot better. I had a friend that had a dad that had one of these in the garage. Not this. I think it was just a regular V8, like a 302 or something. But I always like that style better. This is 79. It says the headlights I don't like. This has the square headlights on the front, and I like those ones up there on the blue car. Those are way better. Just keeps going and going. Wow. It's like 4 Batmobiles over here. And the duck. It's a Studebaker stunt car, apparently. It's supposed to look like a Tucker. Interesting. I'll have to go look at that here in a minute. Oh, it was used in the motion picture of A Man in His Tucker. So it's actually a Studebaker dressed up to look like a Tucker and then rolled. This is a cool car. Not because I like trains, but because it's a Grand Page, and they made it to look like a train for whatever reason. It was built for Publix Theaters, which is a small theater chain at one point. I've seen pictures of it, but to see it in person is amazing. Look at this little, like, look here at the little inlay in the window. It has this neat, like, observation deck in the back with gates that open. You could sit back here. It'd be a tight fit. It's a 29 gram. And here are all your gauges in here. I think you can see that. It's amazing. It's amazing to me that these cars are ending up in museums now. This is a 77. I guess it's old enough. It wasn't when I was a kid. You can still get these for pretty cheap if you want to drive a classic around. And these. Do you guys know what an amphicar is? This car goes in the water. So I don't know if you can tell or not. They're expensive, worth $100,000 nowadays. At least. But it seals up and you drive it in the water. It's got your light, your green and red. And if you look underneath there, your propellers. It's really cool. Don't know if it's worth the nearly $20 to get in. And I wasn't going to say that. And then I asked to look at a blanket in the cabinet, or like for souvenirs or whatever. And it was like $70. Well, I'm not made of money, so I can't afford that, you know? And it is what it is. But then, as I'm walking out the door, the lady comes racing after me and she goes, I can give you 10% off if you're still interested. And I was like, no. She goes, oh, still too cheap? I'm like, yeah, thanks. And walked out. So, yeah. The cars are nice. Didn't like her. So there's the truck over there, but apparently you can't take the dog out on the beach, which I guess makes sense because of the sand and everything. So Pepper had to stay, but I'm gonna go down to the beach. Here we are. Beach is a little further up. You almost can't hear my truck. It's kind of nice. Some guy was out here when I got here doing something. I think he was looking for seashells or something. Had a bag and a stick. Probably digging for something he shouldn't be digging for. Told me the yellow flies were gonna get me. I'm not really feeling it yet. So check this out. Whoa. The dog couldn't come. Sad about that. The sky looks amazing though. Look at this. Just brilliant. I'm gonna have to go back to the truck here shortly because Pepper will freak out, but 10 minutes. I'm gonna enjoy this. Stuff that you'll see here. There's horseshoe crab nesting, and there's an American oyster catcher. I think I just watched one of those water down the beach. That's how a turtle lays its eggs. A sea turtle. This is a sea turtle nesting area. There's all the information for the park and the history of the park. This is just insane. So I'm now leaving Bald Point. The Bald Point State Park. By the way, Florida will let you drive your truck, tractor only, into, well, let me rephrase that. They don't have a rule against you driving the tractor only into a state park. So I called ahead first and asked because I didn't want to do something that might damage the ecosystem or cause damage to the roadways or something like that. So I called ahead. They said that was fine. Told them I was going to be dropping the trailer. It was just a tractor. I was going to be in town today. Wanted to go do something, so I was able to go and do this, which is fantastic. I'm going to swing past a seafood place on the way back to Tallahassee. There was a laundry place up north, and I'm going to try to swing past that and do some laundry. I've got some change for it. And then I'm going to go back, get the trailer, go back to the truck stop, be ready to go in the morning. Trader Shrimp's got a 4.5-star rating on Google. Good Lord, you guys, I'm stuffed. Well, let me tell you, I ate every bit of whatever was on that plate, and it was all freaking good. I had scallops, I had shrimp, Gulf shrimp, I had grouper, and I had crab. And then I had these like Greek-style potatoes or something on the side, and then I had French fries. I ate the Greek potatoes. I did not finish the French fries. I ate everything on the plate, obviously. But I went to this place called the Tropical Trader Shrimp Company. It's right on Highway 98 in Panacea, Florida, which I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, P-A-N-A-C-E-A. And it was good. So the 4.5-star rating that they have on Google apparently is top-notch. So if you guys are down this way, which is a very rare place to go to be down this way, but if you guys get out this way, stop in and have a little bit. Apparently it's owned by a guy named Angelo and his son. And there's a restaurant just across the street called Angelo's. They own both restaurants. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Today was a good day. It really was. So I'm glad I have a boss that allows me to use the truck to go and do things on my 34-hour
on the right.
restart. So that's it. Y'all keep the shiny side up. See you down the road. I'm gonna go rest.